path journey, it always starts with us being new in the company, in the work journey. So we're trying to take that career path now. So at start, when we're still in, we start thinking about ourselves and how we can develop, how we can work harder, because we have so many commitments that are coming up. I need to get married, I need to have a house, a car, and all this, so I need to work hard. So we tend to focus on ourselves. And then the moment you step up there, and you might become a manager, so this is for those of you who might inshallah become manager. Those who reach to that level, become manager, their thoughts start changing. Now I don't think only about myself. I have to think about the company and how I can improve and develop that company. And if you heard what I just said, I said managers. I didn't say leaders. Why not leaders? Because until now, the manager is only thinking about the work and himself, the business. There's something very important that leadership or a leader should have, which not many leaders do have. And I can conclude that in one word, and that is empathy. Empathy has everything to do with people around you. How do you treat people? How do you treat your own people? How do you treat your own team? How do you treat those people who are walking with you, along with you on that ladder? People, empathy. People are about thoughts and emotions. How are you dealing with these thoughts and emotions? It's not about how the company is going to improve and develop and how much money we're going to make. It's fine. It's not about just me and I'm going to develop myself. No. You have people to take care of. What are you doing about it? That is leadership. That's why leadership is more complicated than rocket science. Rocket science is easy. It's all about mathematics, physics, understanding machines. It's easy. Leadership, you're dealing with humans. You're dealing with brains, emotions. Leadership is not about ranks. It doesn't matter how high you reach. You want to become a manager, you want to become a CEO, it's fine. Not every CEO is a leader. It's just a title. It doesn't matter if you have names, titles like doctor or engineer or orange juice or whatever next to your name. What are you doing about it in terms of helping others? It doesn't matter where you study or if you go to London Business School or take picture, take a selfie and brag about it. It's fine. It's nice. You can brag about it. It's something you have succeeded in your life. Good. But if you do not apply what you have learned there, then it was a waste from your time, from the company's time who sent you for that. It was a waste for that chair that you've taken. Someone else could have sat in that chair and made a difference in the world. So leadership is not about any of that. It is within us. A manager, if the manager gets fired, he's no more a manager. But if a leader gets fired, he's still leader because he has that leadership skills in him. Yeah, it doesn't matter. So what do you have in you? Imagine two scenarios. In the first scenario, this guy goes to the office and then he finds this lady, his employee. He tells us, I saw your performance is very low. You're not doing very well. You know that this is going to cause a problem to you? I need you to fix it. You have only 2 weeks to do that. If you don't do that, I'm going to have to fire you. Imagine if that is your manager. Would you like to come to work?
No.
How are you going to feel waking up in the morning? Imagining that ugly face when I arrive. He'll be in front of me. Oh, you got 2 weeks. Ta-da! You're not going to be happy, right? Imagine the second scenario. The same guy goes into the office and he finds this lady and says, I found that your performance is not very well. Are you okay? Is there anything wrong happening to you? Are you going through any challenges? Is there anything I can do for you? You know, I'm here to help you and support you. Is there anything I can do for you? Now, would you like to work for this manager or the previous one? Exactly. Because this person is welcoming. You know that if you have a problem, who you're going to depend on. So these two scenarios, again, you're dealing with these people. Imagine this lady has a problem. Maybe she has a problem with her spouse. Maybe her child is sick on that day. Maybe her father passed away. and she comes there because she doesn't perform very well, you don't just go there and talk to her about your KPI. We feel very happy and proud using those terms. Look at her. See what's going on with her. What's wrong with her? That is leadership. The previous one is managership. We don't want to talk about manager. I'm not going to talk about it. Yeah? When somebody joins, they say, welcome to the family. Do you know what family means? It means when my child does anything wrong, I tell him what? Get out of the house. Don't come back again. Right? Exactly. If you don't want to do that with your child, why do you want to do it with your own team at work? If you say it's family, you have to mean what you're saying. Yeah? We'll talk about the punishment and all this in a later stage, but let's focus on the positivity. You look at this person as part of your family, as your real part of your family, and how you can help and support that person. And do not limit skills, experiences, abilities, talents, whatever you name it, because each one of us has different skills, different talents. Do not limit them in a small work just to get the job done. That's the job of a manager. That's the job of a manager, I would say, a manager. A job of a leader is you're seeing this person talented in something, you don't want to kill that talent in him. And you see how enthusiastic that person is to say, okay, let me give you some tasks that can help you improve that. Because what happens if somebody has so many talents and skills and you're limiting him to something maybe not even his, maybe it's not his thing. How he's going to perform? He would be looking for another job, right? He'll be searching around. And you don't want that to happen because you don't want to lose someone who has so many talents but is not utilized correctly. If you put him in the right place, right person in the right place, he will perform, he will be happy, he won't want to go anywhere else because he knows that he's getting appreciated. So put the right person at the right place and don't kill their talents. Don't kill it. Qualities of a leader. Nice picture, right? Qualities of a leader, they like to use the carrot and stick approach. What is carrot and what is stick? Carrot is when you perform well, you get rewarded, you get promoted, you get appreciated, acknowledged, whatever. What is stick? Punishment, warning letter, firing, whatever you call it. Unfortunately, in many organizations, they tend to use a lot of stick rather than carrots. I don't know why. Maybe sticks are cheaper. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. What I would say is use more of a carrot than stick. People like to be encouraged. Even a child, if you encourage him. But if you start punishing the child, it will become aggressive. I'm not saying don't use the stick, but there is a time to use the stick. And like we have Jannah, we have Nar, we have heaven, we have hell. Yeah, if you do good, you go to heaven. If you do bad, you go to hell. So there should be some kind of a balance between the two. Yeah, but more of the good things. So let's have more of carrots. If we have carrots and if we don't have sticks, then there's going to be a problem as well. Because maybe one time this person will decide, I don't want more carrots, I'm fine with what I am. He will not perform well. That time you might need to use the stick. So you have to choose the right time to use it. Also, work-life balance. I used to hate this term because it separates between work and life. So if you're at work, you're dead. The moment you leave work, then you're back to your life. So I used to call it balance in life. But let's keep it the same for now because I'm talking about the leadership part of it. Which means when someone goes, you have this card, when someone punches the card to leave work, it means I'm done for the day. Please do not disturb me unless it's urgent, unless it is required for me to be there. Somebody goes on leave, the first day of leave you receive a message, oh, your performance is low. Okay, I'm still on the plane right now and I'm going to enjoy my leave and I get this kind of letters. You could have, hold on to it until I come back. Yeah? So you have to choose the right time. Unless it's urgent, otherwise do not try to balance between work and life. Respect each other. Mutual respect, no racism, avoid racism. We are one family. We're living together more than the time that we spend with our family. 8 hours here, and then you go home, maybe spend 2 or 3 hours, and then maybe you're sleeping, and some of the times you're outside with your friends or shopping. Most of the time you're spending with these faces. You see them every day. So let's have that respect with each other and avoid all the racism. Oh, I'm from this place. No, there's no racism. In Islam, it's filthy. It's a filthy thing if you're racist towards others. So let us have this respect towards each other and no pointing fingers. If something goes wrong, it's always because of him. But then if something goes well, then we love the letter I. We like to use it a lot. I did this. It's because of me. But when things go wrong, we love the word he, she, them. So let us not point fingers. Let us take the blame. Leaders always take the blame for themselves. Because if something goes wrong, it's because of the leadership skills. Maybe you are not good enough to handle this team. Don't always blame others. So no pointing fingers. And these are a few more extra skills that you could have. Communication, as Madam Azza said. And in communication, there is one very important part, that is listening. A leader is a good listener, not a person who speaks a lot. When I say communication, I don't mean to be talkative like a parrot. Yeah? You have to be a good listener, which means you have to pause for a little bit and just listen to the person. See what's happening with them. That's the first part of communication. And by the way, I train communication. This is an advertisement. If you need training on communication, presentation skills, anything else, I'm here.
Is it still free of charge?
No, not anymore. It was in Ramadan. And by the way, my name is Ali Alfarai. Decision making. You have to be wise in making decision. And then you also have to have emotional intelligence, which we spoke about it. Part of it is empathy and always caring about others. Problem solver. You have to be a problem solver. Be creative in doing that, and also adaptability. So more into creativity and managing change. Team building. Be part of the team. Don't be staying away and just watching them. Let's see what's happening, and pick up on mistakes. No, be part of the team. Be honest. Don't speak in front of them with smiley face, and then behind them you stab them at the back. Yeah, they are. It happened to many people that I know. I'm not going to mention. Flexibility. Sometimes you need to be flexible. Don't always go by the book. Be flexible. You're dealing with humans, not machines. Yeah? Don't open that instruction manual, whatever manual you call it. Deal with the human as a human. Later on, maybe 50 years from now, there'll be robots. That's fine. Until then, just be humans. In conclusion, let me ask you a question. If this is your last day at work, let's say for whatever reason, maybe you found another job, or you're quitting, you're retiring, or maybe you're dead. It's life. You never know. How do you want the people, your team, to think or feel about you? Do you want them to say, Alhamdulillah, I got rid of this guy, Alhamdulillah? Or you want them to think, Subhanallah, we really wished if he stayed with us. Now I don't know if we can find another person better than him. Which type of person do you want to be? I don't want you to answer this question. Just answer it within yourself. What type of a person do you want to be? Think about that, and then think about the verse from the Quran that says, O owner of the authorities, you give authority to whoever you please, and you remove this authority from whoever you please. You honor whoever you please, and you dishonor whoever you please. All the good is within your hand. إِنَّكَ عَلَى كُلِّ شَيْءٍ قَدِيرٌ. You are able to do everything or anything. That is God. And if He can lift us up, He can also put us down. Now, if Allah gives you that responsibility, you ask yourself, what am I going to do about it? Am I going to just brag about it? Is it a title where I be having fun? Is it because of the money that I'm going to give? Or no, something higher than that. If you're thinking higher, then you're thinking leadership. If you're thinking lower, you're just a manager as anybody else. Jazakumullah khair. Thank you very much.